And we are live. How you doing? Happy afternoon, everyone. Just getting things cranked up here today. Jason was in. Jason says, hi all. What's up, man? How you doing? We're going live right now to, let's see, we're going live to Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all over the place for the next 15 minutes. We are going to have a little pre-stream. Let me get my guitar sound half decent. Let me know if you can hear that okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see who we got here. Chris is in here. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. David's here. What is up, David? Cook says, howdy. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are in the academy working our way through the minor pentatonic patterns. This is week 5, which means pattern 5. And I love doing this. These are some things that I'm going to switch this around. This one works. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Pattern 5 is one of those that you don't use too often. A lot of people avoid it. And I love going through these so that we can make sure that we spend a little time in all these patterns. Really think about the guitar as a whole, not just pattern 1 at the 5th fret. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, for the pre-stream today, we're just going to go through the minor pentatonic pattern 5 here and play a little bit with that. And then as we go into the Academy stream, and everyone can come into the Academy and check that out, go over to playguitaracademy.com. Once we get that one rolling, we've got 4 or 5 licks that use this pattern. And then we also have, we'll also go through the rest of the, I'm setting things up. That's what's going on. We'll also go through the rest of the lesson as well too, and then have Q&A open for everybody. So I'm going to start let's start slow tempo here. All right, so we're in the key of F, pattern 5. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. I'm going to share a screen right now. So here we are in the Academy. And this pattern starts, really starts on the 11th fret on the low E string in the key of F, 11, 13. Then we have 11, 13. On the A string, 10, 13, 10, 13 on the G string, 11, 13 on the B, and then 11, 13 on the high E string. What's really cool about this one is that the highest note in the pattern is your root note. So it's really easy to go and find those strong notes with this. So we've got root note. Let me do a close up. So we've got root note. Highest note in the pattern, we've got it with the first finger on the G string and then on the 13th fret. Very easy to get to those. It's very boxy too. So the 1 3 1 3 and then 1 4 1 4 and then 1 3 1 3. Very boxy, and something I really love about this pattern is that something we're going to be going over in the academy in a little bit. You know that pattern 1? You ever played that? A lot of licks are on that top 2 strings. A lot of licks are there. Well, in the middle of this pattern, right here, where you go to the 2 inside strings, which are 1 4 1 4, it's the same notes as the top strings of pattern 1. So all of those licks. All those licks that you use in the very front of pattern 1 work right in the middle of this pattern. Another thing I like about it, the blues scale, the flat 5, the sharp 4. On the B string, it's right in the middle of those 2. And one last thing I really, where am I at? There I am. Hey, how you doing? One last thing that I really like about this pattern is that across the top, you can bar. It happens to be the back of the octave up pattern 1 there, where you've got all the notes straight across. And it's almost an F minor. Actually, it is. It's an F minor 7 arpeggio. Straight across right there. So it's a really neat thing. Hey, Mark's here. What's up, man? How you doing? He says, really like pattern 4 and 5. Cool. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back to the screen. There we go. Let me make it a little bit. Well, it's not really actually getting any bigger. It's just moving things around a little bit. So what we have here, we're playing in a swing feel. Right, so if you look at the top here, if you look at the right above where it says pattern 5 F minor pentatonic, let me see if you can see that. Right here, you see that we have a little legend there. We have 2 eighth notes tied together, and it says equal. Then it has a dotted eighth note and a 16th note. Hey, Evan's here. What's up, Evan? How you doing today? I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the live stream coming up in a few minutes here. We're talking about this swing feel, dotted eighth to 16th note feel here. So is when you listen to blues songs, it has a very triplet feel. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. But it doesn't sound like a waltz. It doesn't sound like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. And what happens is it's similar to a triplet feel, missing the middle note. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Now, if you were going to write that out, that would take up a lot of ink, a lot of dots and a lot of 16th note flags. So what they'll do is, in this little legend here, they'll say, well, we're just going to write it as eighth notes, just regular eighth notes with the little top, with the bar across there. And but you should play it bump, 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 instead of 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So with all of the different licks that we're going to be doing today, they're all have that swing feel. Now, what happens is, if you've ever seen like Fruity Loops, or if you ever had a drum machine that had a swing control on it, it can that last eighth note, you can move it closer to the end of the end of the beat, or more into the center, more like a regular eighth note. So that's how you can adjust. Some people say the heavy swing feel or different swing fields. So, the way this is written. just thinking, I'm thinking eighth notes, but I'm playing it with a blues feel. Now, we got 5 minutes left. Come on in here. Let me get it close to the guitar here in just a second. One of the neat things about, let's see here, double stops with this is a really cool thing too. We've got a couple licks that feature double stops. Bending notes up into, kind of like steel guitar bending notes. This has got an area that's used on the middle strings. Usually those kind of, you'll hear those on the high string, but not so much on the middle strings. It's hard to do because you got to get this D string really. There we go. So there's a couple really neat double stop and like two note bending. This is a really neat note to bend too on the on the D string. Excuse me. It's the same as, the kind of the rock lick there. But you really have to. It's a little uncomfortable. People probably shy away from it because you have to really bend up into the A string and the E string. It's really have to bend that D string really. It's a really neat pattern. Doesn't get used a whole lot. He says, kind of like dragging the and on the count one. And right. That's right. And he says, ooh, that sounds spicy. Yes, it does. Well, I'm going to go ahead and head on over into the Academy. Everyone, should have got the email last night. And if you're interested in getting some of these online lessons, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lists to go through, plus the whole level. We're going to have a good time over there, and just head on over to Play Guitar Academy, and I will see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. See you over there.